Today I'm going to be making this Knott's Berry Farm cobbler mix. Now, Bobbie in California sent me this cobbler mix. But what Bobbie did not know, she had no idea, that it requires 1 can of the Knott's Berry Farm Boysenberries. And we did not have the Boysenberries. But George Ann sent us another cobbler mix and cans of Boysenberries. So we were able to put these together. So these were sent from Bobbie and George Ann. So I want to give them the credit. So what you need for this recipe, you want a 9 by 9 inch pan, and you're going to spray it. I left this out just to show you. I just use vegetable oil spray in the pan. You need 1 stick of butter, and it needs to be softened. And you need 1 egg, and I've already cracked it and put it in this bowl. So you want to take your whole can of this is Boysenberries and whole berries in light syrup. It's a 15-ounce can. You want to take your can of Boysenberries and dump the whole thing in the bottom of your pan, like that. And I'll spread those out a little bit in just a minute. But right now you want to take your egg, and you want to whisk your egg. And now add your butter to the egg. And while you're doing this, you also want your oven to be preheating to 375 degrees. So let's see what comes in this pouch. And there's a knot in it. Let me cut this. There we go. So this has your mix in it. So you want to take your mix and put it in this bowl. And I'm actually going to use a spoon for the rest of this. So now what you want to do, once you get that mixed up, it's a thick dough, so you want to spoon this evenly. You see that I moved my boysenberries around. You want to spoon this evenly over the top of your boysenberries. Okay, so now it says to bake this at 375 for 35 to 45 minutes. I'm going to set my timer for 40 minutes and then we'll be back. So this is how the cobbler looks after 40 minutes. I'm going to set a timer and for about 15 minutes because it's going to be like, the boysenberries under there are going to be like lava. And it does not say to let it cool on the directions or anything like that. But that's just what I'm going to do. So I'm going to set a timer for like 15 minutes and then we'll get us a serving and give it a try. Okay, I waited 15 minutes. Like I said, you do not have to wait 15 minutes. I just thought that it would be easier to try if we didn't scald our tongues. So it smells really good, yeah. So I'm gonna get some for both of us and we'll be right back. Okay, the calories for this, it really doesn't matter because you're adding a whole stick of butter. A whole stick of butter for the Land O'Lakes, at least the kind that we buy, is 800 calories for the whole stick. And then you have an egg, which is 70 calories.
What?
It's
a stick of butter is
800 calories. Well, it's 100 calories per tablespoon, and there's 8 tablespoons in a stick.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Wow, you just blow my mind.
Yeah, yeah.
They have eating contests where people eat sticks of butter.
Well, they're eating 800 calories.
Oh,
and that's for Land O'Lakes.
Completely off subject, but wow,
your sticks of butter might be different, but yeah,
I've never looked at butter calories before.
Yeah, it said a tablespoon is 100 calories.
Okay.
So you have that, plus you have an egg. Our eggs are 70 calories. So that's 870 right there. Then a half a cup, there are 3 servings in this can, and it is 120 calories for half a cup. So
this is not a low calorie dessert.
Right, and then we're we're not finished yet. But wait, there's more. This is 8 ounces. It looks like it says 178 or 179 grams. There's 8 servings in the container. It is 430 calories for 8 ounces. So, yeah. And this
so you
is
have to divide it all out and all that
exactly.
stuff.
But I'm thinking you're having dessert, just enjoy it and don't think about, don't think about it.
Especially if you have butter or anything, just don't even think about it.
I've ruined butter for
You
dinner.
have.
But I always give that information, and so I wanted you all to know, it's something I always tell you.
Trying to make sure I get a berry. The boysenberries do have seeds in them, just like a raspberry or a blackberry or anything like that.
It says Knott's Berry Farm is the birthplace of the delicious sweet tart boysenberry. In fact, every boysenberry in the world can trace its roots back to Knott's. In the world. Taste them in a pie, a cobbler, a turnover, or a milkshake. I didn't even think of a milkshake. They're delicious and a California original. So it's Knotts, KNOTTS.com. I think that is delicious.
I love the topping.
Yes.
It's got like a chewy crispness to it, if that makes any sense at all. It's got spots that are crisp and spots that are kind of chewy.
Like if you get it off the edge of the pan, it's going to be crisper than the center.
In the center, it's got a chewiness to it. The boysenberries themselves are a lighter flavor than like a raspberry or a blackberry. The reason I'm comparing them to those is because they look similar.
They don't have the
it doesn't have that tartness
the sharpness.
Yeah,
but they're
still
delicious.
really good.
Yes, it's absolutely delicious.
Kind of reminds you of a lighter blackberry with more of a kind of like a grapey kind of flavor. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. They taste like boysenberry,
but it's wonderful.
They're very good. Good mix. And it's not overly sweet, which is a good thing, even though it's full of calories.
Yes.
It's not an overly sweet dessert.
No, it's not. It's just perfect. This would be great with a cup of coffee.
It would be, or a little whipped cream on top.
Yes, whipped cream. It would be great on a side of vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, especially warm with the vanilla ice cream.
And this was so easy to whip up. You saw, I mean, you're just dumping out a can and whipping this up and putting it on top and baking it. This would be perfect, a dessert for people that you have coming over for coffee or something like that. I think it's wonderful.
Very good.
Yeah, definitely. If you visit Knott's Berry Farm in California, they have a market there where you can go and buy their stuff. I think you should definitely get this.
Make sure you get a can of
Make
this.
sure, yes.
Because they're hard to find, at least around here.
And that's the thing. Any of these mixes that you're going to buy, don't just pick up the mix. You need to actually, and there's not a section on here that says what you'll need. If I had any recommendation, which I know they're not going to change it because of me, but if I had any recommendation, that's the only thing that I would change, is maybe put somewhere else on the bag things that you'll need additionally. Because George Ann sent us a bunch of these pouches, and I actually had to read through.
You have to read the directions.
You have to read through all the directions to find out what you're going to need. Because some of them need cream cheese and butter and the egg and all that. And you don't know that until you're reading through the directions. So it would just be helpful if it said somewhere on here, additional things that you need. Because then, when Bobbie sent me this, she would have known, hey, they're going to need a can of boysenberries, and you can't buy them anywhere in Kentucky, or at least not in our area of Kentucky. So, George Ann, thank you again so much for sending us the cans of boysenberry. Yeah, and I've got another one of these cobbler mixes and an extra can, so I can make this again, because it's truly a delicious dessert.
It is. It's very, very good.
So I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you've ever had this, let us know what your thoughts are, and thanks for watching.